All right, hey guys. Today we're gonna do Sloppy Joe 3 ways. Okay, so I'm gonna show you all 3 different ways to prepare Sloppy Joe, and I will bring you all over and show you all the ingredients. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to 234 En La Casa. I'll see you in just a second. Okay, y'all. So one of the ways that I'm gonna do Sloppy Joe is gonna be a Dr Pepper BBQ Sloppy Joe. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the sauce, and I'm gonna show you all. I'm gonna bring the camera down to the stove and show you how to make that Dr Pepper barbecue sauce. Okay, all right. Here. So first, I'm gonna start with this Dr Pepper barbecue sauce. So you're gonna need to get a can of Dr Pepper, and I'm just gonna use half the can. If you want to do more than that, you can. You can double this recipe. Okay, so you instead of using half a can, you would just use the entire can. Okay. And to that, I'm going to add a cup of ketchup, and half a cup of brown sugar. So there's our ketchup. And this is the half cup of brown sugar. Okay. And I have my stove on medium-high heat. All right, and then we're going to add 1/4 of a teaspoon of liquid smoke, okay? And this is a half teaspoon measuring, so I'm just gonna do half of the half. So that'll be 1/4. And then we're gonna do a half a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. And then I'm gonna do a half teaspoon of chili powder. And that's the chili powder there. And then I'm going to do 1/4 of a teaspoon of garlic powder. And there's the garlic powder. And then we're going to do half teaspoon of salt. All right, and that's it. I'm going to grab a whisk and start whisking this together. And this is the whisk that I'm going to use. Okay, and then you're gonna bring it to a boil for about a minute or two, and then you can set it aside and go on and make your protein. So I'll bring you all back when this is at a boil and when I'm about to remove it from the heat. Okay, all right, y'all. So it has come to a boil, and this is what it looks like. And so since it's boiling, we're gonna go ahead and remove that from the heat. Okay, and it's a great consistency. And now we're going to go ahead and saute our vegetables. So that's bell pepper and onion with some salt and about 1.5 tablespoons of butter. So I melted that 1.5 tablespoons of butter and then added the onion and bell pepper. And you can add whatever amount of onion and bell pepper that you would like to have. Or it could just be onion, it could just be bell pepper. It's just left up to you. But I did salt the bell pepper and the onion and have it over medium heat so it can go ahead and sweat and soften. And so we're just going to have that there and get the vegetables mixed together. Okay, so the bell pepper and onion has been, cooking here for about 3 minutes, and it looks pretty soft. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add our tomato sauce to this, and it's going to be 8 ounces of tomato sauce. And I tend to buy tomato paste, and so all I did was just open up a can of tomato paste and then add water to it. And I may add some more tomato paste to this, but I'm going to start with this first and see how it goes. And then this is going to be a tablespoon of brown sugar and a tablespoon of granulated garlic. I'm just going to mix that together. I'm going to turn my eye up just a little bit more. And then to that, I'm going to add 1/3 of a cup of ketchup. And I'm just going to mix that together. Then I'm going to add a tablespoon of mustard. Okay. I'm just going to mix that together. Then I'm going to add a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. And then I'll also add 2 tablespoons of barbecue sauce. And the barbecue sauce is going to be whatever barbecue sauce you like, whatever you have in your refrigerator. I mean, it's just left up to you what kind you want to add to it. I'm going to use this Kraft spicy honey, okay? Or you can use some of the Dr Pepper barbecue sauce that you just made to add to the traditional style sloppy joe. I'm just going to use this spicy honey. So that's 2 tablespoons there. And then that's it. That's all that you're going to need for your traditional sloppy joe sauce. We're just going to add the protein to it. And I've already cooked my protein separately. And all I did was just brown some, I think it's 80-20 is what I used. Brown some 80-20, add some salt and pepper to it. And that's it. So I'm going to be adding that to this pot and to the Dr Pepper barbecue sauce as well. Okay, so I'll bring you all back once this is cooked, simmered here for about 10 minutes or so. Okay, all right. Okay guys, so this is the traditional sloppy joe sauce. I'm just going to add some pepper to it, and I've already added some salt to it, and I'm going to go ahead and add my protein as well. I did whisk it some. I can go ahead and whisk it so you all can see, whisk that pepper in, but that's it. And so that's the level of thickness that you're going to want to have too. And I didn't add any more tomato paste or anything like that, because you know sloppy joe is supposed to have a level of thickness to it, so it'll sit on your bread or what have you. And then this is the protein. I cooked it separately and salted and peppered it. I had a huge roll of ground 80-20 that I just went ahead and cooked. So I'm doing about 1.5 pounds per sloppy joe sauce. Okay, and that's it. And so I'm going to put the lid on this and allow it to, I'm going to turn it down on a lower heat setting, and allow it to just kind of simmer just a little bit. So I'm going to move it on over. I tasted it. It tastes really good. And then now this is going to be the pot that's used for the Dr Pepper barbecue sloppy joe. So I'm going to go ahead and add the protein here to this one. And you can put diced onions and bell peppers in this as well. I just don't, but you can do that the same as I did for the traditional sloppy joe. Just a little bit more, and I think that's gonna be it. Well, just a little bit more. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, and that's it. That's your Dr Pepper sloppy joe. All you're gonna do is put it on some bread, but then I'm gonna show you a different way that you can prepare your sloppy joe barbecue, Dr Pepper barbecue sloppy joe, and the traditional sloppy joe. When you put it on bread, I'm gonna show you a different way that you can do that. Let me taste this and see how it tastes. It tastes good. This is it has a sweetness. So this is gonna be more of your sweet, and your traditional is gonna be more of your savory, okay? I'll bring you all back once I get the bread out and show you all how you can prepare your actual sloppy joe on the bread differently than what we traditionally do. Okay, so now that our sauce is ready for both, for the our sloppy joe is ready, I'm going to use this artisanal brioche bread. You can use any kind of bread that you want to. This was on sale, so I just grabbed it, and I'm gonna take 1 slice of this brioche bread, and I'm gonna just cut it in half. Okay, and so then I've got here garlic. I've got garlic, butter, parsley, and salt. And the butter that's in here was unsalted, so I added some salt. So salt, butter, parsley, and granulated garlic in here. And so I'm just going to place some of that butter and garlic. I'm gonna spread some on this half piece of bread, and I'm going to place it on my pancake griddle, and then I'm going to go ahead and butter this other side. And all we're going to do is just brown this and kind of crisp it, okay? And I'm going to do this to the other half as well. And once this gets brown, you know, once it starts to, you'll hear it sizzling or what have you. Once it starts to sizzle, you're gonna flip it and just get both sides brown. And for this, I'm gonna use the traditional sloppy joe. Okay, and I can hear it sizzling. I'm gonna flip just so I can check and see how it's going. Okay, so I'm gonna flip it another time too. So I'll flip it on this side. I'm gonna let it cook for a minute and then I'm gonna flip it back. So it can continue, so it can be brown on both sides. So let's see, let me check this other side and see. Okay, it's getting brown on that side. I'm gonna let it cook just a little bit longer on that side and I'll flip it over maybe about another minute or two. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and flip and see that side is brown. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip this other side. And to this, I'm gonna add some mozzarella. Okay. And I just sliced some mozzarella. And I tried to slice it pretty thin so it could go ahead and melt while it was here on the skillet. And so to this, I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. Now I'm going to add the sloppy joe. And there it is. Let me get a plate. And so what you're going to do here, since we've got our sloppy joe added, we're just going to take this side and put it on top of this side. Okay. See that? And then now, that's probably some of my sloppy joe. And now, just going to move that off the heat. I'm gonna put that over here too because I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat that too. Okay, and so there we go. And that's gonna be a garlic bread grilled cheese sloppy joe with mozzarella sauce. And I'm gonna cut this in half so you can see what it looks like. This in half. Look at that. Ooey gooey, look at that. All that mozzarella. And you can use any cheese that you want for this. I just chose mozzarella because of the garlic bread. And you can use any kind of bread that you want either. You know, it's just whatever bread you like. But that's it. I'm gonna taste it. Absolutely wonderful. It's so good. All right, and so I'm going to show you all one other way that you can do your sloppy joe to prepare, okay? I'll be right back in just a second. Okay, and so for this next one, we're going to use cream cheese. And now I would get the original version. I don't know if this is a fat-free or what have you. This was given to me, so, but I normally use just the original, you know, full fat, all that. So we're going to use get some cream cheese. So we're going to use cream cheese, and then you're going to get whatever kind of cheese slice you like cheddar, provolone, what have you. Okay. And we're going to use this pancake griddle again. Let me wash it off. Okay, so I just put some butter on. I'm using the brioche bread again. And I just put some butter on that side, and I'm going to put that bread butter side down. And the cream cheese is at room temperature. Okay, y'all, it's at room temperature. And it's easier to spread at room temperature. So this is going to be our cream cheese. And I'm just spreading that on. And to that, I'm going to add a slice of mild cheddar here and here. And I'm going to cut this in half and do another half one like I did before. I'm going to turn that eye down just a little bit. And my cheese is cold. I just got it out of the refrigerator. I should have had it out and forgot to. So I would suggest having your cheese slice like already out and room temperature because it melts better that way. Check this and see. Okay, it's not getting too brown. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some of the original sloppy joe, you know, traditional style, on top of that cheese. Okay, and there we go. Look at that. Like I said, I'm going to grab this too because I'm going to eat it. I know I am. Okay. And one other thing, you can do your grilled cheese this way too. You can do your grilled cheese with the cream cheese on there and just some cheese and make a grilled cheese sandwich. It is so good. Okay. Look at that. Oof, cheese. Okay, let me cut that in half. And see all my sloppy joe spilled out. But there you go. Look at that. Let me see. Hold on. Look at that. And I'm gonna look at that cheese. Ooh, cheese. It looks so good, y'all. Okay, let me get a spoon so I can taste it. I always eat my sloppy joe with a spoon or fork anyway, even if it's doesn't have any cheese or anything on it, because it's, I mean, it's sloppy. Let me taste it. That is excellent. It's so good. And the cream cheese gives it a little bit of a tanginess. And it's good, like I said, and you can start making, you can try your traditional grilled cheese sandwiches with cream cheese on it, or whipped cream cheese, which I'm out of whipped cream cheese. I just had a block of cream cheese, so I just used that. But I love whipped cream cheese. I love it. It is multi-purpose. Anyway, so there we go. So those are the different ways to do your sloppy joe. And the grilled cheese sloppy joe for the Dr Pepper BBQ sauce is good too. We'll use cheddar slices or provolone slices and just make a traditional grilled cheese sloppy joe without the cream cheese. It's good, and with the cream cheese it's good too. All right, okay, so I will see you all back here at 234 En La Casa. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Sending you all lots of love. Have a great day.